few minutes to cool down, but it's been a frustrating night.
Oh, incredibly frustrating. I'm really disappointed with, in the end, the performance, the result, and the goals, especially. Um, if we've got aspirations of being up there, we have to win games like that, and that's no disrespect to Farsley at all. I had a bad feeling about this game, just because everybody, says, you look at their recent results, and they played every single game this season away from home, even their home games, and they're organised and they're gritty, and they've got some good players in there, so fair play to them. But I'm really disappointed with their goals, and it's not the first time now that I've seen that. We've been defensively very, very sound in the main, but the times when we've conceded 2 goals, or the one time where we've conceded more than 2, the goals have been unacceptable. And the most frustrating thing about it is that we started really well and we looked like a really good team. We should have been ahead. It's simple as that. We were well on top of them. We were getting in, getting round, getting through. Keepers made a couple of saves. We've missed some chances, and then just a lapse concentration on a transition. A player who we know comes inside, and it's too easy for him to get it onto his right foot, and then the shot's not hit with any venom, and it's just gone into the middle of the goal, and it's just a poor goal. And the problem then is they suck the life out of the game. Referees don't seem to book goalkeepers till 80 plus minutes. They'll have a word with them from the halfway line, but they never go and lay a marker down and say get the game going. I think 82 minutes it was that he booked him, and the problem with that when you're the chasing team is you need tempo and pace and rhythm, and rightly so. The team who's in front, they just suck the life out the game, and they did it incredibly well. The referee helped them with that, and when we did have the ball in play, we just struggled to find ways to score, but we had chances in the second half as well. And I haven't mentioned the second goal, but again, it was like a carbon copy of the goal we conceded here against Peterborough Sports, and I can't see the same mistakes if we want to be where we want to be. So we've got a lot of thinking to do.
It's the situation where you can see it unfold really in front of your eyes, can't you? Despite that pressure, and then they have a break, and you think, hey, it's going to happen.
Well, that's where the best teams shut them out, and you come in at half time frustrated that it's 0-0. You don't give teams goals because it just makes the job even harder. It's the last 3 games we've gone behind in. We did incredibly well to win at Spennymoor. We scored a late goal at Chorley, but in reality they deserved to win, and thought we started the game incredibly well here today. Created opportunities, need to take 1 or 2 when you're on top, and when you're pushing you need to keep your focus at the back, because teams at this level have good players and they'll always pose a threat even on transition. And if he cuts inside and rifles one in the top corner, then you go fair play. But the first one's a really poor goal. The second one, it's even worse. And we've only got ourselves to blame for losing that game today.
And from the opportunities that are spurned, that just adds pressure, doesn't it?
Of course it does, yeah. I mean, we've probably had more chances tonight in that one game than we've maybe had in the last 3-4 games combined. So people moan about not getting opportunities. Well, you've had, there should be at least a couple of our players that come off there with at least 2 goals today, and we've not scored. So, they can't. Nobody can moan. Nobody can moan. The defenders have got to do better with the goals we've conceded. We can't turn the ball over in the middle of the pitch like we did for the second, and the lads at the top end of the pitch have got to be sharper.
The lack of cutting edge with goals, is that something that you might look to address, or are you just happy to work with what you've got at the moment?
Well, listen, we've had a good start to the season. We shouldn't lose sight of that. Everybody's frustrated tonight. Probably sense my frustration. But the players will be frustrated as well. We've got good players and we're a good team. But I'm really disappointed with that. You know, I'll come out and after the game on Saturday, I came out and said how proud I was of the players for keeping going after a tough week. But I also said that we needed to bounce back tonight, and we came out and played like a team that was really determined to bounce back. But we've just took our eye off the ball, conceded one, then a second, poor goals, and just made the job even harder for ourselves. And we can't do that.
Put Johnny on at half time. I don't know if it was enforced or earlier than you'd hoped, given the way he's working his way back. But he, obviously, for obvious reasons, he looks a little bit rusty, as he would be.
Yeah, as anybody would be. I think that is fair to say. But he's one of the best goal scorers in the league. I've said that countless times. But any player that's been out for 8 weeks, it's going to take them a little bit of time to get back up to speed. You know, we wanted to give him a decent run out tonight. I was hoping that it'd be in different circumstances, and you know, maybe giving him a little bit less time than we ended up doing. But you know, lot bigger picture, the fact that he's gone on and played 50 minutes will help him, and that'll be a benefit for us going forward. But I think a fit and a sharp Johnny Margate scores a hat-trick there in the second half. You know, and it's just natural that for any player that's been out for that amount of time, and not only been out for that amount of time, but he's only trained 2 or 3 sessions. So we need to build him back up, and we will do. And once he's bang at it, he'll start banging them goals in, and he will be a difference maker again for us. So we've just got to be patient with him.
I know you're not one to look at other results, but it's a strange league, isn't it? Because given other results tonight, it just shows that anybody can beat anyone else.
Oh yeah, but I think we all know that, don't we, by now? I don't think there's going to be one team in this league that's going to run away, because I think the strength in depth in the division is so strong. I mean, I don't look at the results immediately, to be honest. I'm not really bothered what anybody else does, but Sam came in and mentioned that both Chorley and Scunthorpe, obviously with ourselves, the top 3 teams in the league going into tonight have all lost. That probably makes it feel worse, to be honest. You know, because it's an opportunity to get another 3 points on the board when teams that are going to be up there come the end of the season have also dropped points, and you know, that's something that we should be really frustrated about.
Saturday, South Shields. It's a difficult one for you because you've got injuries. Are you tempted to change things?
Yeah, I am. After that, you know, it might be sometimes people need to come out of the team to just get a little, you know, gentle kick on the backside, just to remind them that, you know, we expect a lot. Probably if we had everybody fully fit and available, then it would make that choice a bit easier, but we're still without Freddie. Josh Amami, we'll have to see how he is. Obviously Sam's now out and Cody's a doubt, so you know, midfield's a big concern. And I think it showed tonight, to be honest. I think when Sam went off the pitch, and obviously you've no Cody there, we haven't got that natural, disciplined central midfield player, and I think we were too open today. You know, we're usually really organised and disciplined and have a good shape, and we were far too open. We got counted far too easily. The distances between individuals and the units was far greater than it should be, and you know, we've certainly got a bit of thinking to do ahead of South Shields, because there's one team you don't want to give a lot of space to, it's them.
And I think last season was it 2-0 there, wasn't it? Difficult. It's always a difficult place to go, isn't it? So
tough place to go. Yeah, they're a good team, good footballing team, got a great pitch and a good setup. Obviously the full time, they probably had a little bit of a mixed bag of results. I've no idea how they've got on tonight, but you know, we lost up there. I think it was my 3rd game here last season. We got beat 2-0, but we should have been 2-0 up. Josh Barrett missed a penalty and then he missed a one-on-one. You know, inside 15 minutes, we should have been 2-0 up. And but we're a completely different team to what we were then. But you know, we've obviously got that frustration of the result tonight, but we've got to try and find a way to bounce back.
obviously Cody was suspended tonight. Has he got a slight knock as well?
I prefer not to comment on on why he might not be available for the weekend, but at the moment it's looking unlikely that he's going to be available for us.
How do you shore things up there in midfield then for Saturday? What can you do?
It's a really good question, and one right now that I need to find a solution for. But so quick after the game, I haven't really had the opportunity to think about it. But you know, it is something that we need to get sorted, and whether that means rejigging our shape or whether that means, you know, looking to bring another body in, then we'll do what we feel we need to do.
I was going to say, reading between the lines, does that mean you are going to be actively looking for somebody?
Well, I'm always looking because I always want us to be better. So obviously it's an area of the pitch that you know, we've obviously lost Sam tonight. Cody's obviously missed tonight. Josh Amami's out injured. So you know, it is something that we need to think about.
What's the situation with Sam? What's he done?
Felt his hamstring.
Right, so it could be a few weeks.
It'll be a few weeks, I think. He's not completely gone, but just felt it. So yeah, it's going to be a few weeks, I'm afraid.
Okay.
You should talk to individuals like in this situation now, or should they know already? They don't need that tough love. They, you know, you'll make your changes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you call one aside and say, look, you know, let's have a look through this. It's not worked for you tonight.
No, I mean, to be fair, I'm always honest with my players. You know, when I think they're doing great, I'll tell them, and I'll be supportive to them. And when I feel like we could be better, I'll do the same. I won't be doing my job if I didn't do that. And you know, you can't. You know, life's not always good. There's two sides to life, and there's good and bad, and football's the same. There's going to be good days and bad days, and you know, we've had a bit of a chat in there after the game, and I've highlighted a few moments in not just this game but in other games where we've conceded soft goals. You know, I've highlighted a few of them and challenged the players to go away and think and come back in Thursday ready to work and improve. And I absolutely back them to do that, because they're a really good, honest group of lads, and we've had a good start to the season. Obviously we've lost a really good team on Saturday. I feel like we've been we've caused ourselves problems tonight, but then you've got to give that credit to Farsley as well for showing grit and resilience and finding a way to win. But we've got to improve and get better individually and collectively. But even if we'd have drawn the game or won the game tonight, then that's still the case. We've got a lot of improving to do, and we've just got to keep working hard to get better.